Kelly. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about the best things to do in Essaouira, Morocco. As way of an introduction, I have been living on and off in Essaouira since January of 2023. So essentially, I consider myself a bit of an expert. My partner also grew up in Essaouira. So we know a lot of the cool things to do that you probably wouldn't think of. In this video, what I'm going to talk about are all of the best things to do in Essaouira. A lot of people think that it's a sleepy beach town and that you just kind of chill and there's nothing really to do. But the reality is that there's a ton of stuff to do if you know where to go and you know where to look and you know who to ask. So the first thing that I always recommend people do is they go to the Scala de Port. And the Scala de Port is really cool because it was featured in Game of Thrones. So you'll probably see it and recognize it almost immediately. It's like this giant tower. You can see these cool blue fishing boats and you can walk around. You can basically walk around the base of the Scala de Port, or you can pay to enter. For foreigners, it's 60 dirhams, which equates to around $6 US. Personally, I think it's a bit expensive. If you are a local, you can stop by on Fridays and they have free admission for locals. That's when we went. And there's some really cool photo ops and you can basically just walk around, take in the views and just kind of enjoy the port. You can also get a really good aerial view of the fish port and of the Medina. It's just a really great place to go to get really nice views of the city. But just know that it closes kind of early, so you can't really go there for sunset. So just try to time it for some time in the middle of the day so that you don't miss out. Number two, which I like even better, which was also featured in Game of Thrones, is the Old Scala. It's in the Medina, so you actually have to go into the Medina. And the cool thing about the Old Scala is that it's actually free. So you can go and you can visit for free. The absolute best time to visit the Old Scala is at sunset. The views of the Atlantic and the sun setting are absolutely amazing. You can basically just sit by one of the vintage cannons. There's like 19 of them. It's pretty cool. And you can watch the sunset. The views are great. You can walk around. There's not a ton to do. Like, it's not going to take you a few hours or anything. It's a small area, but it's just like a historic fortification. And it's just like a vibe. Like, there's a vibe there. And if you want to visit for sunset, definitely get there early. It's not a secret. So make sure that you stop by and check it out because it's really, really nice. Number three is the fish market. I have to confess, I don't eat seafood. I'm not really into it, but a lot of people love seafood. It's a coastal city, so you know, people come here to try seafood. That's kind of the vibe of the place. So what I would suggest is that you go to the fish port, which is right near the Scala de Port, and you basically grab some fresh fish. They literally come off the boats daily, so everything is literally right out of the ocean. This is a great place to get good local prices, and then you can go to one of the restaurants right by. It's like just past the Scala de Port. It will be, if you're walking away from the Scala de Port and towards the Medina, it should be on your right. And there are a lot of really cool restaurants there, and basically what you do is you bring your fish and then they grill it for you, and it's a great way to enjoy some authentic local food while you're in the city. Another one of my favorite things to do here is the beach. The beach, I'm referring to the main beach. If you go to like the North Beach, which is on the other side of the Medina, it's kind of dirty and you can't really go swimming there because the currents are kind of dangerous. But if you go on the main beach, you can definitely go swimming. Full disclosure, the water is very, very cold. Or you can just walk along the beachside promenade and just kind of take a walk on the beach. It's one of my favorite things to do, honestly. It can get a bit windy, especially in summer, but there are some cool restaurants here. You can grab a drink. You can look at the sunset. If you want, you can go to some of the bars at the end of the beach, like Beach and Friends and Beach Vagabond. Those are both right on the water, and they're really, really nice place to hang out and just grab a drink or grab some food. Full disclosure, not my favorite place to eat in the world, but definitely really nice. If you're looking for like really, really good, authentic Moroccan food while you're here, definitely go to Al Jazeera. They have a really, really nice traditional Moroccan breakfast. The prices are insanely affordable for foreigners, and it's just like you could get babat with olive oil, or you can get an omelet. I tried to order misamin, but they didn't have it. They definitely have bisara, and you can try like all sorts of really nice Moroccan foods, and like It's always packed with locals. Really, really solid spot to go to. Or you could go to Adwalk, which is another really cool place, and it's right in the Medina as well. So those are some really, really good places to eat if you don't really want to go to like Beach and Friends, which is kind of like, it's a bit touristy, but it's really, really nice. Like, it's all about the ocean there, which is why I recommend it. And then after visiting the beach, if you want to do something more kind of, I don't know, just more like adrenaline induced, you know, and a bit more exciting. Like, not everybody wants to chill on the beach. You can try sandboarding. We went to Capson and we did it, and I was really amazed because my partner like was able to master it like by the third try. He got down and he was standing on the board, and it was really nice because we were the only ones there. We each had our own board, so we can kind of sandboard as much as we wanted, and we were there at sunset, so right by the ocean. Really, really nice. Highly recommend it. Super chill. We used Essaouira Excursions. Really, really great, locally owned Moroccan company. I highly recommend them. If you want a special discount, just comment in the just comment below, and I can send you the information so that you can get a discount with them. Great, great company. The other thing I recommend is quad biking. So when we did sandboarding, we actually took quad bikes from Diabet, which is just outside Essaouira, and then we quad biked all along the beaches and through the argan forest, and it was just amazing. Like, it's a really nice way. It's super chill, really nice way to explore the countryside. We got to see these really cool like fishing huts. They're basically like temporary shelters for people from Safi, and they basically hang out there. They don't want to go all the way home. It just doesn't make sense. So they come here and they hang out. And it was really good. We got to see a cool well that people use to grab water for their livestock. So just a really good, like, fun way to explore the countryside, get away from like the city proper a little bit, and do something like really adrenaline induced. The other thing that is really big here that you can do is you can try surfing. I will say this, like, surfing here, first of all, the water's cold, so always get a wetsuit. Secondly, the waves are not huge. Like, don't expect these massive waves. I think there's been one time since I've been here where I saw waves and I was like, oh wow, those are some solid waves. So I would go here if like you're a beginner, you don't really know what you're doing, you kind of want to give it a try, you kind of want to see what's what, definitely go here then. But if you're like, you know, an advanced surfer, I would definitely go out to Sidi Kauki. It's a really cool place. You can take the bus there. You can take the number 2 bus from Bab Dukala and just head out there and try surfing there because the waves are going to be much better. But if you're trying to surf, you're not really sure where to go, highly recommend Surf Essaouira. The people over there will hook you up. They'll give you wetsuits, they'll give you lessons, they'll give you a board, and they'll basically tell you what you need to know so you can catch a wave. And just a lot of fun, you know, just a lot of fun. Essaouira is a big surf town, and the best season for surfing is in the winter. So it's usually like November, December through March. So that's the best time for surfing. If you are interested in the other really cool thing to do here, which is kite surfing, you'll want to do that in the summer. So June, July, August, that's when the wind here is like insane, next level. So you can use like your kite and just kind of fly across the water. Really cool to watch too. But what I will say is that like surfing, you can definitely pick it up like with one lesson or something, and like you can at least like get on the board and like do stuff. With kite surfing, give yourself some time. Like, it's one of those sports, like, you really need to, you definitely need to give yourself like more than one lesson. You're not going to pick it up the first lesson. You really kind of need to learn like the technique and how to hold the kite and how to master it. But the cool thing is they have harnesses that distribute the weight, so it's not like you have like all this weight on your arms. But it's definitely like a sport that just requires practice. So if you want to really learn kite surfing, like definitely dedicate like at least like a couple of days to learning that sport. But it's really popular here. Everybody goes kite surfing. The next thing I love to do, honestly, just walk around the Medina, man. Like, there's so much cool stuff in the Medina. It's really old. It's got all these beautiful blue and white buildings. The people are really chill. So it's not like Marrakesh where everyone's going to try to sell you something. You can just kind of walk, go through the local markets, find souvenirs, sit down for a coffee. Another one of my favorite things to do is grab a coffee at Pumpkin. They have amazing homemade baked goods. You can see them baking upstairs in the shop. Coffee's also really good. Prices are very reasonable. I think we got banana bread for like 10 dirhams maybe. And just everything is homemade. We haven't had anything bad there. I think we've had croissant. Actually, no, I take that back. I think the croissant wasn't great, but everything else has been good. Tiramisu's good, carrot cake's good, energy balls are good, cheesecake's been really good. So yeah, we've gone there a bunch, and I always recommend it. And they have a great cat called Pumpkin, so you can say hi to Pumpkin as well. If Pumpkin is a little big, or like you're looking for, if Pumpkin is a little busy and you're looking for something that's kind of like similar, you can go across the street and you can go to Mandela Society. They have a really good brunch. So if you're looking for like a westernized brunch and Western food, that's a really good place to go. We like the banana bread with the chocolate and the amlu, really, really good. Highly recommend it. Some dishes are hit or miss, but you can't go wrong with the baked goods. You can't go wrong with the coffee. And they just opened like an upstairs, so you can sit and you can look out at the Medina, and just another really great place to chill. And after that, I think one of my final like favorite things to do is to just eat crepes. There are a lot of crepes in Essaouira, and they're all really good. We recommend Marrakesh crepes. It's basically it's right by Taro's, honestly. Like if you go to Taro's, which is another thing you can do, it's like the nightlife hotspot. So if you're looking to like party and dance, that's a bonus thing you can do. You can go to Taro's. They have live music. It's a great place to hang out, very popular. But if you go next to Taro's, there's Marrakesh crepes. I think they've changed the name, but that's the name that we know them by. And they have really nice crepes. They make them for you fresh right in front of you, and you can just try some crepes and enjoy. I think the last time we were there, we got an amlu crepe, and it cost 30 dirham. Yeah, so, but you can get crepes all throughout the city. They're really, really good. And yeah, it's just a great place to chill, walk around. There's also a main square there, so like you'll see people dressed as characters and like all sorts of stuff. It's kind of like a hub of activity in Essaouira. So that's just the start. Like there's a ton more stuff to do in Essaouira, and if you want to know more about this amazing city, like, comment, subscribe, like hit me up. If you want, get in contact with me at info@travelmoroccotoday.com. I love to talk about this amazing city. I love it here. There's so many more things to do that I haven't even touched on here, but that'll definitely get you started. Like if you have a day in Essaouira, you'll be able to fill your day and be able to enjoy your time here. And thanks so much for watching my video. I hope you have a really great day. Bye.